Well, I'm supposed to be live. Let's see what's happening. What's up, everybody? It's Maxximillian coming to you live and direct. It's not even Friday. It's not even Friday, but I couldn't wait. I couldn't wait any longer because, today is October 1st, and it's my second favorite month of the year. February is my first favorite month because that's my birthday month. But we are at the 1st of October, October, as it's so affectionately called by people who love the month as much as I do. And I'm so looking forward to sharing with you my October drop. Check it out. Here it is. I'm super excited about it. So this is a drop on Transient Labs. And I couldn't be more thrilled. I'm just going to take a peek at my stream and make sure I'm live. Hold on a sec. Let's see. Hold on. I got to know. Oh yeah. We live and direct. So listen, before I get into this art, let me tell you something. I would love to know that you're here. I'd love to know you're watching. If you leave a comment, I'll be able to see it. You can leave a comment on YouTube. You can leave a comment on Twitter or X, and I'll be able to see it. And I'll respond to you. If you type something cool, I might even throw it up on the screen so you can see. Everyone can see what you've said. You say something clever, you say something funny, you say something complimentary, I'm going to put that on there. Anyway, let's get into it. I'm so super excited to share this with you. How about a little music? What do you say? All right. Letting the jams begin. So this is my drop. It is on Transient Labs, and I'm super excited to share it with you. It's inspired by the month of October. It's inspired by Samhain. Americans call this Halloween. But it's all about, it just really depends what it is to you, right? Some people see this as a time of rebirth and, the old giving way to the new. And I really love that. But it's also a time to connect with other energies. It's time to savor the darkness, time to face your fears in a whole new way. And some people just say, you know what, it's time to put on costumes, it's time to party, it's time to turn up, it's time to have fun. The weather has changed, we're out of the summer, we're into the autumn, and it's just time to kick it off. So either way you dress it up, yes, I had to say that. Either way you dress it up. I've got some Pepes, and they are ready for Halloween. Let me show you what they're up to. So I'm going to go over here. And this is one of my, they're all my favorites, okay? But let me introduce you to Ichabod Pepe. If you know the story of Ichabod Crane, the headless horseman, that was the inspiration for this piece. Here he is in all of his glory. You can see I've got the skulls flowing, and I've got the candles happening. The skull, skulls are a favorite of mine, really a favorite theme. Does it surprise you? It shouldn't. You know what I'm saying? Everybody loves a little dark art, right? Mm-hmm. Ichabod Pepe's got the steed with glowing eyes, perhaps. You never know. So this is minted on a Transient Labs 7160 smart contract, which means that I may add art to your token over time. This is a one-of-a-kind artwork. And what's so special about the Transient Labs 7160, if you've watched some of my previous broadcasts, you see me fawning over the technology. Thanks, and big shouty to Transient Labs. What's up, team? Thank you so much for making this such an extremely fun and lucrative experience for collectors as well. So what am I talking about? There are some additional views that I can create for this piece. I may animate this piece. Whatever I do, whoever owns this one token is going to get it all. So that's what I love about that. Let's see, what else do we have for the month of October? Ichabod Pepe. And I wrote a little bit for each of the pieces here. Let me give you a little taste. In Ichabod Pepe, the iconic figure sits astride a dark steed, fully embraced by the weight of mortality. Maxximillian got to get deep on this. Yet entirely at ease with it, because I think this is really the key. It's what's special to me about October. Why do people dress up as scary things, gross things? Why are we celebrating and savoring death and destruction? It's a way to cope with our inevitable demise or our inevitable decay. Hey, we're all going to shrivel up and fall away. But this is more about, instead of fearing that, instead of pushing it away, be one with it. Understand that it's part of our evolution as individuals and as the whole circuit of like things being alive. It's just a part of being alive. Death is a part of life. Ichabod Pepe knows that. So this iconic Pepe, he sits astride his dark steed. Adorned in a regal coat of skulls, Pepe has made peace with the inevitable. Not in fear, but in total chill. The jack-o'-lantern clutched in his hand glows, not with terror, but with a mischievous eternal wink. It's the smirk of someone who's seen it all and now simply rides through life, or the afterlife, with extreme confidence. Death is no longer an adversary, but a stylish accessory. That is the deal. We are, I just want to make sure all right. Yeah, that is the deal. We are wanting to be fully integrated. Death, life, death. It's all one. We're all of it together. So death is no longer an adversary, but a stylish accessory in Ichabod Pepe's arsenal of self-assuredness. So each of my art pieces has some words that I've written that go a little bit deeper into the piece. Some more than others, it all just depends. Let me show you what else we have going on for October. Now, these are so special. So this is a diptych. For my friends who are new to art, a diptych is a 2-piece artwork. It's usually, like back in the day, it was usually like 2 pieces of wood that were attached, and they usually had some type of screws or clasp in the middle that would allow it to close and open, but they are 2 artworks that are meant to be shown side by side. So this is a diptych, and who knows? I mean, if you collect one, I might send you the other one. I mean, I'd hate for them to be separated. Just saying. So this is Van Peppa. Let's go a little closer. She is in her castle. She's got her candelabras. You can see I've gone full tilt. As an artist, it's my goal with Pepe to bring my personal culture into the Pepe culture. I am mixed culturally, and I'm from Los Angeles. I'm a rapper, I'm a rock star, I make music. And so there are certain elements that are intrinsic to my culture as an individual who's a musician from Los Angeles, a woman of color. You know what I'm saying? And that has all to do with bling and diamonds and the opulence. Like all of that is a part of who I am. It's what turns me on. It's what I like. I like shine. I like beauty. I love opulence, because these things are an indicator that things are good and things are okay. So, she's got the blood coming out of her eyes. And you notice a lot of my Pepes, they seem to be crying. Why, Maxximillian, why? Why? Because like Tupac, I shed so many tears. Yo, it's for real. There's been a lot of pain and adversity in my life. And one thing that I know is it doesn't actually go away. People say, oh, time heals. No, it fucking doesn't. Some things hurt and they're just gonna fucking hurt all the time. And instead of trying to pretend like that's not true, not like I want it to be true, but it's just been that way. If something happened 20 years ago and it hurts just as badly today as it did 20 years ago, it's not because I'm holding on to any type of pain or sadness. It's because that's life. And I'm not going to be happy or satisfied with everything that happens. There are some things that have left a deep wound. I've had friends who I miss dearly. And, every time I think of them, I can't think of them without also remembering that they're not here and the reason why. So, I have many mixed messages and hidden messages in my art, and the crying Pepes, and also she's smiling. It's my way of saying that joy and sorrow can inhabit the same frame, the same body. I don't have to push away sadness in order to experience joy. I can savor and enjoy my life and also feel sadness at the same time. I can feel regret and many other seemingly conflicting feelings. We are dynamic individuals, and I want to normalize pain. because it is a part of life to miss people. It's a part of life. Injustice happens all the time. You know, when something happens and it's just not fair, you'll never feel good about that. You know why? Because you're not supposed to. But that doesn't mean that we should walk around feeling sad. That pain and that sorrow can inhabit the same space as joy. Yes, it can. That's my message. Fight me. Let's see who else we've got here. All right. We've got her man, Count Van Pepe. Of course, you know, she had to have a homie. Gotta give her a homie. He's just so adorable, right? And here we are, you know, he's got his ears pierced because that's how he roll. Ooh, ooh, ooh. He's got the garnets on. Ooh, and the diamonds. He's wearing gold. He's got the gold eyeliner. And I'd even dusted his head and his eyes with gold. If you see in the background, he's got all these little... I really went full Pepe on this one. He's got all these little decorations in the background, and they're little Pepes, right? It's one of my favorite pieces. Of course, he's got the grill in. You can see he's got the grill with the fangs because he's decked out for Halloween. So this is my Count Van Pepe. Here's some of the words I've written. Pepe is eternal. Pepe is magnificent. And in every glint of his gold fang smile, there is joy. There is love. Love that never dies. Feels good, man. So here, you know, I talk a little bit more about kind of what I was just sharing with you. So I won't read this to you. I'll let you explore it yourself. You can see this really nice, the way this looks. This is on Transient Labs. Or, I'm sorry, this is on Rarible. We're looking at Rarible right now. So if you'd like to make me an offer, you can do that. I haven't listed these yet. I want to give everyone a chance to make me an offer because once I list them, the price is not negotiable. But if you see something that you like, make me a reasonable offer. Since you don't know what I'm going to list them at, that kind of leaves the door wide open. So if you'd like one of these, I highly suggest that you place a bid. You can find these on Rarible. If you just Google Rarible and Pepevaggio, you will find them. But also, I think I can throw this QR code up here and make it easy for you. See where it says make an offer? There you go. You can just make an offer and you should be able to see that. Are you able to see? Let me see. Just want to make sure that this is giving you... Looks like this is not updating live. Why is that? Because I'm looking at Pepe and I see that this screen is not updated. Let me try this again. Do I have to go back? Oh no. Let me try this again. Let's see. Share. Okay. Oh, well, Maxximillian messed that one up. Let me go back and try again. So first, we've got Ichabod Pepe. I will not read again what I said, but let me show him to you because I realize you were not able to see what I was showing you. Bam! There he is, Ichabod Pepe, with his steed of darkness in his beautiful outfit adorned with skulls. He's got the jack-o'-lantern in his hand. This is also on the cover of Galfa, Fine Art Catalog. So Galfa is a fine art catalog that I created to showcase the art of my friends. Yeah, you talented motherfucker. You know, so many of my friends are so super talented and, you know, it's hard to keep track of everything. And I wanted to create a place where everyone could be seen. A place where people can easily collect art from. So that's why I created Galfa. You know, Galfa is alpha from a gal. So this is Ichabod Pepe. And again, you can find this on Rarible. If you Google Rarible, Rarible, and Pepevaggio, you will be able to find these pieces. But you can also just scan the QR code. I made it myself. It's safe. But if you don't want to trust me, you know, you shouldn't trust anyone. You can just Google Pepevaggio and Rarible and you should be able to find it. It's Pepevaggio. So this is Ichabod Pepe. So what I was saying before is these are on Rarible and see where it says place a bid? You can place a bid here. I have not yet listed these. I wanted to give all of my friends a chance to claim one, pick one that you love, make me an offer. Since you don't know what I'm going to list them for, you don't have to feel any kind of way about whatever you want to offer me. I will accept reasonable offers you know, that's what's up. So if you see one that you love, I encourage you to place a bid before this broadcast closes, because when this broadcast is over, I'm listing these and I will not be renegotiating any prices. So if you see something you love, make your move. All right, so now let's go to Vampeppa. This is one of my favorites. Now you can actually see what I was talking about before. You can see the blood coming off of her eyes, right? Because I cried so many tears, like my friend Tupac, right? And you can see she's got the gold grill with the vampire fangs. She's got her earrings on. She's adorned in garnets and diamonds. She's wearing her red hood because she's a hood. She roll like that. And you know what I'm saying? Got some Pyru-friendly art up in here. Don't worry, Cookies, I've got you coming up soon. So we've got the candelabras in the back, and she's in her castle chilling. Vampeppa. Let's see her counterpart, the homie Count Vampepe. Here we go. Got to show him off. Bam! Now you can see he's got a gold strap on his chin. He's got gold on his head. I've given him gold eyeliner. He's got the gold grill. He's golding out, basically. He's got the Godfather rings. He's got the pinky ring. But this is what I love is I just love the little Pepe's decorations in the background. So you can see like he's chilling. His whole place is decked out. He's ready for the holiday. And what else? Whom else? Uh-oh. Pepe Kruger. Let's go. Is it just me? But I found these movies kind of scary. You know what I'm saying? Until I realized that actually I didn't live on Elm Street, so I was cool. But it's one of my favorite villains. I have so many favorite villains, but Freddy Krueger, definitely one of my favorite villains of all time. I so appreciate Wes Craven and his ingenuity and his humor. And so this is my take on Pepe as dressed as Freddy Krueger. Of course, you know, Pepe's going to a Halloween party, you know, he's just kind of flex and show out. But he's got the claw and he's got my touch. As I say, it's always my mission to bring my personal style and my personal culture to the meme culture of Pepe. So I put him in a stylish jacket. So if you've been following me for a while, you know I come from the fashion world and from Hollywood and many other places. But my very first job I ever had in life was in fashion, and it's never left me. So I'm a big fashion person. I love fashion, like wearing it. I love drawing it. I love doodling it. I love creating it in 3D and all different places. So again, this is minted on a 7160 token from Transient Labs. That means that there may be additional assets added to this token. All of these are one of a kind. So one lucky collector would be the recipient of this and any subsequent assets that I would add to this. So if, for example, I were to make, say, a 3D jacket or something like that, the one that's in this image, it might end up attached to this token for the holder so that you could also wear the jacket. I'm not saying it's going to happen, but it might. Who else do we have this Halloween? Well, you know, I couldn't leave Peppa out, so I had to make Peppa Kruger. You know what I'm saying? Because, like I say, it's one of my favorite villains. Just waiting for her to load here. So this is a portrait image, and you can see this is Peppa female, Peppa Kruger. So this is another rendition of a Peppa dressed as Freddy Krueger. She's also going to the same Halloween party, apparently. She's trying to win that contest money. That's what's up. So we've got Peppa, and you can see I've written a nice description here. This is one of my favorites. So here, let me give you a little taste of what I'm talking about. Peppa Kruger exists where nightmares and memes collide, right? Let me switch this out so you can actually see. Oh yeah, hold on a second. Okay, there you go. So you can see her there. And Peppa exists where nightmares and memes collide, reigning over the dankest depths of the dream world with effortless cool. Draped in her signature fedora and striped sweater, she blends menace with meme, knowing full well that power in the realm of dreams is all about control. See, I'm telling you, all the galfa, right? Power in the realm of dreams is all about control. It is all about control. What do I mean when I say that? Well, what I mean is, when we're in this waking life, we're in a kind of a dream too. And again, it's all about, what do you want to happen? What do you perceive that you can achieve, right? I'm a big dreamer. And if you've been following me for a while, I'm a lucid dreamer, and I'm all about taking control and taking action in our dreams, not just randomly experiencing things, but also being an active participant in dreams. And when you get into dream work, I think most people will come to this place where they also recognize that there are so many synergies and similarities between waking life and dream life. And the more we work in dreams, the more power I feel we have in waking life too, over influencing our perceptions on things and our energetic resonances, the people that we attract and repel from our presence, right? So this is it's really about dreams, this piece here. So back to center stage. Let's see what else we've got here for Halloween. And by the way, this is not exhaustive. I have more Halloween themed Pepes and Peppas that I will be sharing, just not on this broadcast. I wanted to leave something to surprise you with. Check this out. This is one of my favorites. Peppa, Queen of the Danked. Right? Inspired by one of my favorite authors, Anne Rice. When I first started reading like bigger books, she was one of my favorite authors that I just really loved to dig into. And so this was inspired by her book, Queen of the Damned, right? And if you've seen the movie, you know that the film, the role was played by Aaliyah. Rest in power, sis. And it was so beautiful the way that they created her persona in the film. I love the way that Aaliyah played the role. I love the way they designed and dressed her. And so I made my own rendition. If Peppa was going to a Halloween party and she was going to dress as Queen of the Damned, because of course Pepe is dank, so we're Queen of the Danked. This is my inspiration piece. You see her eyes are glowing, letting you know she's changed. But this is her. You can see I stick with my aesthetic. And, I love shiny. I love gleaming. I love metallic. My very first collection that I minted was robots. And it's still one of my favorite collections, the Museum of Robot Art. And I just love the shiny metallic aesthetic. And I decided to bring that into my Pepe work, my Pepe art. And as you can see, she has the crystals around her eyes. And I play a lot with tears, right? And I already told you why. But also I like to freeze the tears. Talking again about the diamonds. Really, it's about transmuting pain into something valuable. So that's the secret story behind that. This is another favorite of mine. Here we've got Witching our Peppa. And here she is, a beautiful witch with the glowing eyes. She's got her witch's cap on and a sexy outfit. She's got her stole around her shoulders so she won't get chilled. With all that ice, Witching our Peppa. And of course, I wrote a little bit, so I'll let you check that out. Again, for people who are wondering, we're on Rarible. And if you're just catching up with this broadcast, I'm encouraging you, if you see one of these that you love, you should go to Rarible and you should make me an offer. You should place a bid before I list them so that you can name your own price. If you make a reasonable offer, I'll accept it. Who knows? It may turn out to be a steal. Back What else do we have here? Oh, yes. And this is the last one I'll show you today. This is Pepevaggio. So grease is like a scent, like without saying too much, it's an aromatic, and there are all different kinds of grease. So my personal culture, people always go, Maxximillian, what are you? And I usually go, hungry. Haha, that's not usually what they're asking. But like I mentioned, I'm multicultural, and my people are Creole. And so, from New Orleans, there's so much culture, and I also want to bring that into my art. And so the first grease I ever got was from New Orleans. And gosh, when I smelled it, I just became like so mesmerized. And then I started learning more about different aromatics and their uses. And I find it all very fascinating. So here we have Pepevaggio. She's working her magic. She's working her magic with the unseen. She's using incense and skulls and calling forth different spirits of the darkness, spirits of the non-physical. She's communing with the death. She's communing with the life. And this is what's up. Pepevaggio. Check it out. Let me see if I can expand this. Here we go. And I put some hidden things, in here. You can see that there's magic happening. We have like floating candles and floating amulets, plenty of skulls in the mix. And you've got an M for Maxximillian. Yeah. I'm always putting things in their secret places, so you never know what you may find if you look closely. So here is one of my favorites, and I have other iterations of this too. And again, this is inspired by my culture, and it's one of my favorite pieces. So you'll notice there are other pieces too that are not related to Halloween. I'll likely list these after October, right? So you still have time if you'd like to place a bid on these other ones. But I will be listing these that I've just shown you very soon. So place those bids, make those offers. If you're going to do it, you've got about 10 minutes. And I'm going to be putting some more Pepe ready for Halloween up through Transient Labs on the 7160 token. And that's not all. If you think this is fun, just you wait. So yesterday, Transient Labs released something that is just so excited. If you go to, I think it's transient.fun, we now can very easily, relatively easily, I say, we can create beautiful dynamic tokens. And I've created some Halloween themed Pepe tokens that are also dynamic. Some of them change with the time of day, so it's local to your time. So if you are in Los Angeles, you're going to be looking at a different version than someone who, say, is in Israel, right? And I love this. Dynamic art is something that I've wanted to create for a really long time, and I'm so grateful for Transient Labs because I approached other platforms and nobody was really willing to do the work to make this happen. So I'm really excited that this is happening for all of us, and I'm so looking forward to sharing the interactive and dynamic Pepes that I've created for the season. I look forward to it. So this is what I wanted to show you, and this is on Rareable. And let me go back here. Oh, let's see. Okay. Let me find one here that I can put up. How does that look? All right. So let me see what's going on in the comments. I see someone has said, hey, Alias, how's it going? Thank you so much for your comments. Lovely to see you. What's up? I always appreciate your comments. You know what I'm saying? I appreciate all the emojis. I appreciate all the love. Thank you so much. So this is my favorite month, not only for the theme, but also because I think everyone I know, they really embrace this theme. And I'm so looking forward to sharing not only my art, but yours too. So if you're an artist and you like to play with this Pepe theme and you've got some spooky month theme art, please don't be shy. I would love for you to join my community on X. I created a community called Pepevaggio and Friends. It's actually an X community. It's a new feature that came out not that long ago. So if you go to either of my profiles on X, you can find me Maxximillian, Maxximillian. If you go to my profile, or if you go to my Pepevaggio profile, you'll see that there is a link right there in my profile, and it says Pepevaggio and Friends community. Join that community if you're a Pepe artist, even if you've just made one piece, because I think it's really cool to be able to scroll that timeline and see all the Pepe art. It's really so fun. But also, I'll be going through there to find artists to feature in Gelfa Fine Art Catalog. Gelfa Fine Art Catalog is a place to find and discover art. It's a place to discover art and artists. It focuses mostly on figurative art. So if it's landscape art or something, I may put that in a different catalog. I have another catalog called Objects, and that features more objects. So like, when I do like cars, things like that, I put them in Objects. But Gelfa catalog is figurative, and Pepe is definitely a figure. So if you're creating art and you would love a feature, definitely tap in. You can find out more about this. Go to galpha.buzz, galpha.buzz, and you can check it out there. So thank you so much for joining me. Share this with your friends. If you see one that you love, definitely make me an offer. Okay, you still got 10 minutes. Anyway, it's not been my intention to keep you away from doing what you're doing today. So I'm going to conclude this broadcast, but I want to thank you for joining me, and I look forward to seeing you IRL and online.